What if I told you the most powerful tool in communication isn't a word, but silence? We're conditioned to fill every space with noise, believing the loudest voice wins. But true power often lives in the quiet moments between words. Imagine a negotiation. One person talks endlessly, the other waits in silence. That pause, it shifts the room. The talker grows uneasy, doubting their position. Silence becomes the loudest sound, a sign of confidence and control. This is the power we'll explore. We'll challenge the urge to fill every second with chatter. You'll see how silence used intentionally can make you more persuasive and respected. The most influential people use silence to make their words matter. They draw people in, command attention, and lead conversations with pauses, not just words. Prepare to rethink everything you know about speaking. Talking less can make you heard more. A well-placed pause can be more persuasive than 1,000 words. This isn't about being quiet for quiet's sake, it's about being intentional. In a noisy world, silence is a rare and valuable commodity. Master it, and you transform how you're perceived. It can give you an edge in your career, relationships, and life. Silence is a tool. One that, once mastered, changes everything. It's time to embrace the unspoken. Let's begin our journey into the power of silence. Listen closely, not just to the words, but to the spaces between them. That's where real influence lives. There's a world of difference between talking and speaking. Talking is easy, just noise filling space. We see it everywhere. People talking over each other, rambling in meetings, mistaking words for value. Talking is often a nervous habit, a way to signal presence without substance. Speaking, though, is an art. It's deliberate, purposeful. True speakers know every word has weight. They use pauses to give their words impact. The pause isn't a mistake, it's a tool. It's the frame that makes the painting stand out, the silence that gives music its rhythm. A master orator delivers a line, then stops, letting the words settle. In that silence, the audience feels the message. The pause invites listeners to think, to connect. Those who talk incessantly seem nervous or desperate for approval. Those who speak with intention using silence project confidence and authority. They shape the listener's experience, leading the conversation. The difference? One is background noise, the other is the main event. If you want to be taken seriously, learn to speak with intention, and let silence do some of the talking. The chasm between talking and speaking is the chasm between being ignored and being unforgettable. Silence is the bridge. Cross it. Why are we so afraid of silence? When conversation stalls, we rush to fill the gap. Silence feels like a void, awkward, uncomfortable, even threatening. We worry, did I say something wrong? Are they judging me? In professional settings, the pressure is worse. We fill the air with verbal filler, ahs, likes, just to avoid the quiet. Talking feels like control, silence feels like vulnerability. But what we see as a void is actually an opportunity. The person comfortable with silence is comfortable with themselves. They don't need constant validation. They trust their presence is enough. Overcoming the fear of silence is the first step to unlocking its power. The void isn't empty, it's full of potential. In any group, you'll spot two types of communicators. The insecure overtalker dominates with quantity, not quality. They interrupt, rush, and mistake airtime for influence. Their chatter is a shield, a performance of confidence masking insecurity. In contrast, the confident practitioner of stillness speaks less, but commands attention. Their power comes from owning the silence. They listen, observe, and speak with impact. Their calmness is magnetic, signaling security and self-assurance. Stillness is the ultimate display of strength. It shows control over the conversation and oneself. The secure person stands strong in silence, unafraid and in command. True influence isn't about being the loudest, it's about being the most intentional. Silence is strength. The masters of communication use silence as their secret weapon. Steve Jobs would pause on stage, letting anticipation build before unveiling something big. His silences made every word feel monumental. Denzel Washington, in interviews and roles, uses silence to show depth. He pauses, thinks, and only then responds, making his words feel authentic and profound. Barack Obama's speeches are marked by rhythmic pauses. He lets key phrases hang, giving the audience time to absorb and reflect. These pauses aren't mistakes, they're strategy. They build drama, convey depth, and create connection. Silence makes words memorable and persuasive. The best communicators know it's not about racing to fill the void. It's about knowing when to speak, and when to let silence do the work. Pausing is not weakness, it's supreme confidence. Use it to build anticipation, emphasize points, and invite reflection. The pause is your most powerful punctuation. Master it and you master the room. Let silence amplify your message. Mastering silence starts with the power pause. Before you speak, pause for 2 or 3 seconds. In meetings, interviews, or conversations, resist the urge to answer instantly. Make eye contact, take a breath, and let the silence linger. This brief pause shifts the dynamic. It gives you time to think and makes your answer more valuable. Others will lean in, waiting for your words. You subtly take control, without saying a word. Practice in low-stakes situations. Pause before ordering coffee, or before answering a friend. Notice how it feels, and how others react. It may feel awkward at first, but it quickly becomes powerful. The power pause is your first step to speaking less and saying more. Own your silence and you'll own your voice. Start today. Once you're comfortable with the power pause, try the hold. This is a longer, assertive pause after a key statement or when interrupted. Instead of reacting, stop talking. Make eye contact with the interrupter and wait. The silence creates social pressure, everyone feels it. The interrupter grows uncomfortable and the room turns to you. After a few seconds, calmly continue. As I was saying, you've handled the interruption without anger, asserting authority with composure. The hold also punctuates powerful closing statements. After your final point, stop. Let your words resonate. This signals confidence and gives your message weight. The hold is a power move commanding respect without a word. Use it to manage interruptions, emphasize points, and own the room. Silence, held with intention, is your strongest statement. The most commanding technique is the stare. It's not a glare, but a focused, unwavering gaze paired with silence. Use it sparingly, when you need undivided attention or to convey seriousness. In a chaotic room, stop talking and fix your gaze on a central point. Your stillness creates a ripple. People notice and the noise fades. Soon all eyes are on you. Only then do you speak calmly and deliberately. Your words land with impact because you made everyone wait. In one-on-one situations, the stare asserts presence and demands respect. It's not aggressive, but deeply assertive. It asks, "Are you giving me your full attention?" Most people will respond, re-engage, or back down. The stare is the ultimate expression of silent authority. We've explored the quiet spaces of communication. True power doesn't always roar. It often whispers, or says nothing at all. The urge to fill every moment with noise is a habit that weakens your presence. Confident silence is impossible to ignore. Embrace the power pause, make it your default. Practice the hold to manage interruptions and give your ideas weight. Use the stare to command attention and respect. This isn't about being silent, it's about being effective. Make your words count. In a loud world, wielding silence sets you apart. It transforms you from a nervous talker into a confident speaker. Your words gain impact, your presence gains gravity. Speak less, pause more, listen with intention. Own the quiet moments. Watch as people lean in, waiting for your words. The most powerful sound you can make is the confident sound of your own silence. Use it well.